going on, everybody? Frank Welkiria, welcome to the channel. How you doing, you lovely human beings out there? I'm still in Italy. We're still going. By the way, just little intro. I'm here in Italy because actually this is my hometown. I came here to spend some time with my family, which I haven't seen for 40 years. And even though this place looks like the most beautiful holiday place, one of the most beautiful, it is my hometown. So I'm sharing every now and then little shorts where I'm at. So I just want to share for with you why I'm here, and I'm going to share a little bit more shorts of the beautiful places where I grew up. So I'm really enjoying my time with my family, with my parents and brothers and sisters, which I haven't seen like I said in a long, long time. In the last 8 years, we have seen each other twice, including this one. So I'm spending a little bit of time here in the summer, and in the meanwhile, we keep working. So anyway, what? What? There is new news. There is new stuff, even though it's brief, but it's powerful. Also, don't remember. Actually, don't forget, because if you don't remember, you means that you forgot, and therefore you wouldn't check. So don't remember, but actually, don't forget. Okay, to check the other videos of the article of Jessica about Gia and this whole allegation, the behind the scene, the parties, the highest white shot stuff going on. The pills and the sex and the underageness. Weird stuff, illegal stuff, and more to come. So, anyway, here this is an extract from the conversation in between Dr. Keeper and this other human being, which I have no, probably it's a lawyer. Anyway, the most interesting part here is that we knew that the rumors about the Australian incident that happened to JD and AH were which led to JD to lose the tip of his finger, and we knew that there were rumors about that she was very upset that before the marriage JD wanted to have a prenup, and this is here seems to be confirmed in this conversation, which again, you see the rumors about this person, they become somehow true. So that's pretty crazy. And nothing is coming out of JD, of all the people that he has met, that he has known, only support. And there is more and more manure coming up from this other person. Again, for me, I don't particularly enjoy discovering those things or trying, to sort of, gang up against this AH human being. It's just that there is an entire entourage of fans trying to discredit and trying still to depict, a man victim as not. There is still this stigmata. And so a lot of us YouTuber, we're just sharing the truth. We're just sharing what we think it's necessary. And I would do the same if it was the opposite, the other way around. I would do the same for a H if actually JD was a sociopath, narcissist, piece of manure. So let's make that clear. But in this case, we have to be fair and we have to support JD. So more truth coming out. Here we have the conversation. Do you recognize Dr. Keeper? This email chain between you and Connell Cohen? Um, I can't, I don't remember it, but I'm refreshing myself with what you're showing me. Okay, who is Connell Cohen? He's a psychologist that I had referred Humbert to see. Already then, keep that in mind. Okay, on January 27, 2015, 6:11 p.m., you wrote to Mr. Cohen, Dr. Cohen, Connell, sorry for getting back to you late. I'm swamped. Amber and JD have been fighting nonstop since he confirmed his need for a prenup on their way to the airport going to Japan to promote his movie. She tried to push up the date of the wedding to avoid all this, but the reality is he'll end up prenup if she fails to sign. If she fails to sign, they won't get married. Both behave like super triple dude types, complete with thrown coffee, attempts to storm the cockpit by him to turn the plane around, attempts by her to leave the plane while they were on the ocean, etc. Oh my god, this sounds so exhausting. I'm already sweating, for freak's sake. Sweetie, thank you for being a lovely human being. Do you recall writing that to Dr. Cohen? No, I don't recall writing that, but clearly I did. Were you? Do you recall being in the plane with Mr. Depp and Mrs. Heard, where he tried to storm the cockpit? Mrs. Mayers, objection. Assumes facts not in evidence, calls for speculation. I felt like a lawyer for a moment. Never. No, Dr. Keeper said. Okay, but you were somehow informed that Mr. Depp tried to storm the cockpit, correct? Yes. And there was strong coffee, correct? Objection. Calls for hearsay, calls for speculation, assumes facts not in evidence. Again, the lawyer trying to actually to divert the interesting juice on something like, oh, he was storming the cockpit, therefore he's a bad man. Oh, yeah, we have all the evidence that JD is a bad human being. But not the fact that somebody was upset that was not getting the jing jing, and if you sign the paper, um, because somebody apparently seems wanted nothing, not my words, words written out there. We're just reporting this. I have no dog in this fight, so to speak. I have no beef with nobody. Matter of fact, there is a sort of Zen music playing underneath this track to keep us chill, to keep us nice. All right? So, once again, actually, I might have made a mistake here. I don't know if this happened before Australian incident. So I apologize. Sometimes it's really hard on top of your head to connect all those things. But maybe this incident happened before Australia, and then Australia happened. Correct me if I'm wrong. Either way, we know that it's confirmed by Dr. Keeper that this was real, was not a rumor that she got upset because of the prenup. Because as you know, once you sign that, most likely you have less right on all the juice, on all the meat as gold. Eh? Wow. Anyway, guys, another interesting piece of evidence here in the unsealed document. Just more to come. Let me know your thoughts on this. And remember that we're doing this to spread the truth. Look at the hashtags here. Overused floppy fish market. There is a gold digger. Is a liar. A monster. Johnny Depp deserves an apology. Harley Quinn, and I'm wondering if it has anything to do with the age. So, wow. Here we go. Probably this is another piece here about this article, about this conversation. Um, you will agree with me, Miss H, that you did argue in Australia about a prenuptial agreement, correct? It was part of, one part of, or one of the arguments, but it wasn't, as I said before, I wasn't what started it. It was the drugs. And it's always the drugs. When you don't know who to blame, blame the drugs. But again, even herself, she admitted that was part of that conversation. Oh man, I can only tell you, JD got so messed up with this relationship. Honest to God, sometimes I also wonder his mental sanity in the way that he probably was so vulnerable in that period of his life, and he had issues of, drinking and so on and so forth. That probably, the allure of the narcissist is like, the wildness, the sharpness, the charm, and everything that can just like suck you in a whirlpool and you enjoy it. JD also looks like kind of rock and roll guy. Maybe he got fascinated by this chick that seemed like, beautiful and outgoing, young and wild. But then the problem arises as soon as you start to get intimate, because that's where the narcissist unfolds and starts to basically creates the web of deception, manipulation that destroys your literal souls. And took this man almost a decade to get out of this. Don't forget it. Don't forget it that this guy has been a victim for 10 years and still is, because they're still shaming him with all this stuff that is coming out, and they forget that he actually was an actual victim. Let that sink in, and this is the reason we are still making videos. Always spread love, guys. Thank you so much for the support. I'll see you in another video. Take care of yourself. Ciao.